Welcome to the AI for Career Success podcast by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. This is episode 152. I'm Fred.
And I'm Daphne. It's great to be here.
Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the AI wars, specifically the high-stakes strategy between OpenAI and Google.
And it's more than just a tech story.
Oh, absolutely. This is about the tools you're using every single day and what the winner strategy means for your own career.
Right. And this whole topic was actually suggested by our producer, Curt Robbins.
That's right.
Our source material today comes from excerpts of a video called OpenAI's Sam Altman. Google is still a huge threat.
Okay.
It was on the YouTube channel CNBC Television, and it featured an interview with CNBC's Alex Kantrowitz.
And what's so revealing about this conversation?
Well, it really gives you a look inside Sam Altman's mindset, how he sees the competition. But more importantly, it shows this fundamental split.
A split in what?
In strategy, a core difference between how Google and OpenAI see this whole AI moment. It's really two different futures for software.
Okay, let's get into that. The first thing that really jumps out, the big headline, is that Altman says OpenAI is basically in code red.
A constant state of it, yeah.
I mean, he didn't pull any punches when talking about Google.
Not at all.
He flat out called them still a huge threat, an extremely powerful company.
And he gave that really specific, almost scary timeline.
Yeah, that if Google had really decided to take us seriously in 2023, OpenAI would have been in a really bad place. He said Google would have just been able to smash us.
Wow. I mean, to hear that from the CEO of the company that, started this whole generative AI boom.
It's an incredible admission.
It really is. And it fuels their whole philosophy. He even made this analogy.
To a pandemic, right.
Exactly. He said that with a pandemic, the things you do really, really early on make all the difference.
Before it grows exponentially and you're too far behind.
Yes. And he said that at OpenAI, they do that kind of high alert, proactive thing every now and again. It's part of their DNA because they have to.
So if they're living in this code red state, this pandemic footing, what's the actual strategy? How do they avoid getting smashed?
This is where we see those two futures of software really diverge. It's the core difference.
Okay.
So you have Google's approach, which is integration.
Right.
They're taking AI and, they're basically bolting it on to all their existing products, search, Gmail, Maps.
YouTube, yeah, it's everywhere.
It's AI added to this massive ecosystem they already own.
Which makes sense. They have billions of users right there.
It's the fastest path to scale. But Altman's vision, it's the complete opposite.
And that's where he talks about AI native software.
Exactly. This isn't about adding a feature. It's about building entirely new software from the ground up, specifically to leverage AI.
So it's a fundamental shift in how we would even interact with a program.
A total shift. The implication for you, a professional, is huge. You need to know if you're using a tool that just has AI bolted on, or if it's truly AI native. It changes your whole workflow.
That distinction is so critical. But it still doesn't get around Google's biggest advantage, that distribution. OpenAI has to win over every user, one by one. How do they do that? Let's take a brief break for a special message from our producer, Curt Robbins.
Hi, this is Curt Robbins. First, thanks for listening. I truly appreciate your support. I want to let you know that I'm currently accepting new clients. My rates are affordable, and I have more than 25 years of experience working for enterprise companies like Microsoft, Northrop Grumman, Oracle, PNC Bank, FedEx, USAA, and Wells Fargo, among many others. If you want to improve your IT documentation and communications, hire me. I deliver fast, know how to use AI to improve efficiency and accuracy, and love going the extra mile to satisfy my clients. Thank you for subscribing and listening. Back to you, Daphne and Fred.
Welcome back to the AI for Career Success podcast.
Okay, so before the break, we were talking about Altman's code red fear of Google's power.
Right, this existential threat.
But we have to look at the counter narrative, too, because a lot of people think Google is actually already winning.
Oh, interesting. So this isn't just Altman being paranoid.
No, there's real market sentiment behind it. We heard from Sung Cho at Goldman Sachs.
The go-head of public tech investing.
Yeah, and he said that in the eyes of investors, Google has actually taken the lead over OpenAI.
Why? What are the investors seeing?
Well, it comes down to distribution, which we mentioned, but also vertical integration. Google owns the chips, the data centers, the data itself.
Whereas OpenAI is relying on Microsoft's infrastructure.
Exactly. And the other big piece is multimodality. Google's pushing Gemini so hard a model that can handle text, code, images, video, all natively.
And they can plug that right into search for billions of people.
Yeah,
I can see why investors are bullish on that.
for sure. So you have this huge wave of momentum for Google. But Altman's response is to point at the user numbers.
He said ChatGPT is at, what, 800 million?
Maybe even close to 900 million users now. And independent reports show they're leading on time spent. People are living in ChatGPT.
Which brings us to his defense strategy. And I love this analogy. He calls it the toothpaste analogy.
It's such a great way to put it.
Explain it.
He basically says AI is like a brand of toothpaste. Once people pick one, they stick with it.
Right. You buy it every time. You don't even think about it.
Exactly. The mental friction to switch is higher than you'd think, even if the cost is low. So the real battle is just about getting users in the door first.
Making your tool their default habit.
That default bias.
But how do you create a habit that's strong enough to compete with something that's already integrated into my browser or my phone? The friction to not use Google's tool is pretty low.
And that is the other half of the strategy. He knows they can't win on distribution.
So they have to win on value.
On value delivered through two key things: deep personalization and memory.
Okay, memory. He says it's about the AI remembering who you are. But what does that actually mean in practice for, a professional using this for their job?
It goes way beyond just a user profile. True memory is about the AI building a knowledge graph about you.
So it's not just my name and my job title.
No, it's remembering the specific jargon you use, how you structure your weekly reports, the tone you use when you email certain clients.
So I don't have to re-explain the context every single time.
Never. It proactively applies that knowledge.
No.
Altman said that building this kind of memory, this personalized experience, is unbelievably sticky.
It's not a generic tool anymore. It's your tool.
It becomes your personal expert assistant that knows you. That's an efficiency gain that makes switching to it worth the effort.
And that's the key, right? OpenAI has to fight for every user by proving that superior personalized value.
They have no choice. They can't just push an update to an operating system. They have to earn your loyalty by being better, by being more tailored to you.
Which, as a user, is a fantastic result of this competition. The code red war means we get better, more personalized tools.
Precisely. The pressure on them is a direct benefit to us.
This has been really clarifying. So, to sum it all up, OpenAI is running with this code red urgency, viewing Google as a massive threat. Their strategy isn't about matching scale. It's about being that first choice, the toothpaste, by building truly AI-native software.
And making it unbelievably sticky through deep personalization and memory. That's their defense.
Which leads to a final thought for you to consider. Look at the tools you use every single day for your job. Are they AI-native, built from scratch to be your collaborator? Or are they old tools with AI just bolted on? And more importantly, which of those two approaches is actually helping your career more right now?
Thank you for listening to the AI for Career Success podcast from Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.